Yes, it is. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 19 of Understable Minds. My name is Anthony. Sitting to my left, that's Eric McCabe.
What up?
Sitting to his left, AJ Risley.
Does this mic work? Yes.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, yeah. Hey.
Yep.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey.
Sitting to your left, off camera, off microphone, unfortunately, is your dad. For the YouTube people, that's AJ's dad's hand.
High five.
We have a live studio audience now here at Understable Minds.
Yeah, what's the singular of audience? Because audience implies like many people, but what is just we filmed in front of a live studio audience member?
Sure.
So if you hear booing, I guess then it's him. And then sitting to his left, behind a window, behind a curtain, is Danny Lindahl. Danny is the man literally and figuratively behind the curtain doing all of the behind-the-scenes stuff for us, making us look good, sound good, feel good. Danny gave me a massage before the show.
Dang.
Loosen up. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think he's got you next week, AJ.
I think he said he was going to make me lunch.
Oh, nice.
Next week.
I can't wait for my turn to get free lunch.
Well, and
Wow.
then
Cool.
you're the week after, aren't you?
Yeah.
Sick.
Sorry,
Oh,
Eric.
they're going to
Man.
be out of town, though.
I am?
Bummer, dude.
Well, so is Danny.
Actually, yeah, I think so.
Danny
yeah.
is too, so.
That's right. All of us will be going down to Texas.
Yeah, sorry, I blanked.
Blank that we were all going out of town?
No, well, as far as the bit
Ah.
that we were going with.
I didn't know there was a bit.
There's always a bit.
There's always a bit. You're not
Oh,
wrong.
man.
Before we jump into the show, do you guys have any sort of events happen in your weekend? Anything exciting? Anything not
yes.
exciting?
Go ahead.
Sounds like AJ's got something.
Yes.
Heater
That
hanging in.
camera. No, nothing.
What a letdown.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, my
Now it's
weekend.
that one.
Yeah, no, nothing happened.
That one.
but
Oh, hey, Danny. I
nothing.
hung out with some friends. Yeah. Hey, how you doing? That was keyed in real tight. Yeah, hung out with some friends up in Council Grove again, and we played some golf.
Cool.
It was really windy.
At Cans of View?
We didn't play Cans of View. We just played the park course there in town. Pretty
Okay.
fun 12-hole course with dual baskets, and it's a fun layout. I mean,
Sweet.
yeah, not really a super difficult track, but there's a few holes there that are
I'm
that
sure I
are-
could find trouble out there.
they're fun. Yes,
I,
yes, you could.
There's a tank out there.
There's
what?
a tank.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
There is a tank.
like an actual tank?
Yes.
There's a tank at my home course in Little Rock too. It's a bit of a theme, I guess.
I guess so.
Disc golfers and
Yeah.
tanks.
Usually it's just my score tanking.
Oh,
Yeah.
got him.
Eric?
But yeah, I putted with the agent
Nice.
in the wind, and it was
You're getting ahead of us, man.
pretty sick.
Yeah. Okay. Eric, before
pretty
we get to
beefy.
your weekend.
Yeah.
We teased the agent last week. We've
We
all
did.
had a chance to kind of throw it, feel it, toss it, putt it. Should we tell the people about it for those that haven't had the chance to pick them up yet?
They're
Which would be
overstable.
everybody.
all you need
What's
to
it
know.
similar to in our lineup?
That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know. It's overstable.
Now get out.
It is in the
And that's our
dynamic
show.
lineup, nothing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like anything
Yeah.
that we currently have. If you expand to the trilogy, I think the Faith, right? Faith is
Yeah.
similar, maybe.
It doesn't
Hope.
feel as big. The
Yeah.
faith just felt big in my
And
hand.
deeper, maybe.
Yeah.
Slightly deeper. Yeah. I think it's in between like a Faith and a Hope as far as like
Okay. The flight.
diameter and depth.
Yeah. The flight reminded me a good bit of the Shield.
Yes.
Kind of that stability of like you said, it's overstable, but it's not harp, it's not slammer, it's not massive overstable.
Correct.
It
It doesn't have a lot of glide either, really.
Right.
And I think that's just mainly due to the overstability of it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it's pretty beef. What did you think? You putted with it. It's definitely nothing I would putt with.
Right.
I think it might be just too deep and spin putting. I don't think it's a great spin putting putter personally.
Okay.
I think it maybe has a little more for loft putts,
Mhm.
but you putted
Yeah.
with it this weekend.
Yeah, I did. And I mean, you are a spin putter, and I'm more of a spush putter.
Spush.
Yeah, spush. Ooh, new audio sting. Spoosh. Yeah. And yeah, I do spin a bit, but I also get my hips and thrust forward with my hips a bit more. And yeah, I thought it really helped with that putt. So yeah, I think you're spot on there. It's a little deep for a spin putt, but putting that forward torque and that forward push behind it, this putter held up really well to that. So it's and I think when I was talking to a couple people about it last week, like their first impressions, they were saying it was really deep. We were talking about the underside here, the underside of the rim, and how that's flat. And so we kind of landed on a guard top almost and a pure bottom.
Interesting.
Which, when you think about it, it's like, well, a guard is really good for a loft putt or a push putt, and then a pure is pretty good for a spin putt.
Which would make sense because it's kind of medium depth, and those two discs are opposite ends of the spectrum as far as depth goes.
Yeah.
So that would make sense.
So this thing it's fun. It's definitely fun to speculate and kind of like observe it and try to come up with descriptions and whatnot.
Or you can just buy one and go throw it.
Or you pick 'em up. Do we have a date that we can say?
The 24th is when they will go live.
Okay.
I think it's this week that they're going live wholesale.
Okay.
And then the 24th they'll be live on retail.
Cool. Yeah. So let your local shop know that they will be available and that you want to pick one up. And then come the 24th, you can either get it there or dynamicdiscs.com
That's right.
will also have them available. Eric, did anything happen over your weekend that we want to get to before we go back into the show? We'll start the show, and then we'll quickly go.
We'll jump forward.
Not the show, and then back to the show, and now we'll come back to your weekend.
Yeah. If we're doing timestamps, this is going to be a fun one.
Right. It's kind of like Back to the Future.
Yes.
Oh no, I'm fading.
I did play. Actually, I played the Hops and Hyzers finale.
Ooh.
Was on Saturday out at New Life. And it's the first year. I've played Hops and Hyzers every single year. Anytime I'm available, I go out and play this event. This is the first year I've been in town for the finale.
Nice.
So that was cool. And how it works is all the money raised throughout the year goes to the finale. So if you make the finale, you're getting paid.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a doubles event. And for the finale, they take away all strokes. Handicap's gone. No mulligans. It's just straight up doubles.
Yeah.
And it, as AJ mentioned, it was very windy. And New Life is not the easiest course when it's windy because there's
Half
a
of it's
whole
okay.
lot of OB. Yeah, like the 2 or 3 holes down in the woods.
Yeah.
It was windy on those holes. That's how windy it
Really?
was.
Yikes.
I had a full chain spit out for an ace on hole number 9. I mean, it hit dead center, and it was the uphill hole 9.
Yeah.
So obviously the wind was just ripping. You could see the chains moving.
You probably had like a 50-foot comebacker uphill.
right. So that happened, and then like 6 holes later, I had a black ace. That stuck, of course.
You'd
So
love for that to be the other way around.
you really would. You really, really would.
Yeah,
But,
I went from black
yeah.
ace to roll away parked.
right.
And then I aced the hardest hole on the course.
Yeah. But it was great. And then we
Sounds
all went
lovely.
to Radius afterwards and had pizzas and apps and drinks and good times.
Cool.
Nice, dude.
Very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a putt into a headwind that hit off like the top right rail right above the chains. And it hit and then it came right back at me. I was like 30 feet out, and it hits the basket and flies and lands like 3 feet in front of me and kind of cut rolls
Oh, you got to dive.
right next
You know,
to me.
there used to be a rule in KDGA events, Kansas Disc Golf Association events, that if you putt and you can reach it or you catch it, it didn't count.
Oh,
So that happened
That would've
to
been nice.
Chris Smith. He putted like it was a 30-footer into a headwind, and it ramped off the top, flew up in the air, and landed boom right back into me. He looked at me, and then jammed it. I'm like, what?
that's great.
How does this work?
So do you have to stand still, or like
Yeah,
if
it-
it's like in the air, is he
No,
allowed
you
to
have
run
to
and-
stand still. It has to
Okay.
come back to you. You have to be able to get it within your arm's reach.
Gracious.
So
That's fun.
yeah, it was
Only in
KDGA
Kansas.
though. It was just a fun
Right.
little like make up your own rules tour type thing. Not in general, but for a few certain events it was.
I'm in favor of that being an official rule
Sure.
from now on.
Yeah,
Let's make this thing exciting.
doesn't happen too often. I'm assuming, but
Yeah, right.
Right.
Maybe in Kansas. I don't know.
Yeah, end of April, we could probably see some of those.
Yeah, I'm gonna petition the PDGA for that new rule change for our event.
Yeah, just for that one. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, just like that PDGA commercial on the Disc Golf Network. It's like, hey, I want it's like a tournament director hotline, I think.
oh, is that the one where there's like the alligator pit or something?
For me, it's my
Yeah,
job.
Yeah.
Oh, a different one.
Different one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
If you can
Must be a
believe
new one.
Yeah.
Okay.
it. Yeah, they
I haven't been able to watch coverage yet.
That's right.
He was
I've-
at the one live event.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, Waco. I'll see it in Waco.
Hey.
Yeah.
Speaking
Stoked.
of an event that happened that wasn't live,
Oh,
the Memorial was
the
this
Memorial
past weekend.
Championship.
Terry Miller was out there filming
Dude.
a lot of coverage.
Yeah.
Did you guys get the chance to watch any of it?
I did.
Yeah.
I watched.
Should we say who won?
Yes,
we should. Okay.
100% we should.
Good.
I watched probably the first 3 rounds of both MPO and FPO. So we watched all but the final rounds for some reason. I'm not sure. I think because it came out like Monday or
Oh, so no spoilers?
or Sunday night. Yeah, I got to go home and watch it. Don't tell me if Kristen won by 3 strokes or not, please.
Oh. Well, spoiler alert.
Okay,
Oh, man.
I will not tell you if she won by 3 strokes or not.
Okay, thank you.
I promise.
I
Appreciate it.
didn't watch that one either.
So Kristen Tatar won the tournament.
Yeah, if you tell us, then I guess we're fine to
Yeah.
talk about it.
That's
right?
right.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
Cool.
No,
yeah.
I obviously knew who won. I watched, but perfect.
If you can catch it.
Yeah. So and obviously Paul started the season out strong.
As he does, just with an 1100
Just-
rated round. Because why not?
Like
Two of 'em.
He just
Why
plays
not?
so well at the like a few years ago. I know they made the joke of renaming it the McMorial,
Mm-hmm.
and I can absolutely understand why.
Yeah.
Dude is good
Right.
in
Dude
Arizona.
is good.
Period.
What is it about that course that seems to like? I don't know if it's the people that play it or the course or whatever, but it feels like Paul went to where he shoot his 18s. He shot an 18 at Waco and he shot an 18 at D-Glow.
Yes.
It was
Was it?
D-Glow.
But then
Was it Waco too?
Yes.
He shoots a 17 at Memorial, and that's like 1130 rated. Where I think
And I remember a
that
few
course
years
is-
back, I remember he shot a 39,
Mhm.
right?
Yep. 'cause
Yeah, he
this year
shot
was
a
40.
39, and in the same year he shot 45 at Maple Hill, and that 45
Yeah.
is way more impressive
Right.
than the 39.
Yes.
So
So why is there a reason that course seems to rate higher?
I don't understand ratings. I'll be the first to admit it. I just feel like they get inflated each week or each year. They keep just raising the
Yeah.
bar. And granted, the players are getting better. The competition's getting better. But I don't know what it is about the Memorial, but there always seems to be really... And it's probably because the highest rated player in the event always performs. Potentially.
And so does the lowest rated player.
Right.
I think that's a
Yeah.
big part of it is like those courses are easy for the really good players, and then the not
And
so
easy
good players.
for the not so good players.
Yeah, well,
It's an
yeah,
easy
yeah.
course. If you're playing, if you're like historically got into the Memorial, I mean, if you're not birdieing 7 of the back 9, you're losing strokes on the field
Right, yeah.
every year.
Kicking yourself.
Yeah.
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 But what I'm saying though, is that it's historically been a huge field,
Yes.
over 100
Mm-hmm.
in the MPO division, and it's not 140,000 rated players. There's usually a good chunk.
140,000. It's a heck of a rating.
Yeah, that's where Macbeth is headed.
That's where he is headed. That's true.
He's headed for $140,000
W's?
dollars in prize money this year.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's
true,
a
too.
huge field, and there's some bad players that show up and play poorly
Yeah.
because it's a course that's revolves around water.
Yeah.
Man, this ticker is. I did not say that. But yeah,
It's an easy course for Paul Macbeth.
Yeah,
I mean, it very much so is.
but it's just like the disparity.
Mhm.
It's like the really good players see it as an easy course. They know what to do, and then the really bad players only see the water on every hole, and so
Yeah.
they throw it in the water plenty of times, and then Paul Macbeth beats someone by 30 strokes, and in one round,
Did that happen?
Yes, I'm sure it happened. From
I
first to last, I
think it
almost
could
guarantee it.
If
He shot 16 the first round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So somebody would have had to shoot 14
I don't think
over?
somebody shot 14 over.
I
though.
don't think that happened.
judges, can we? I don't know. But you know,
Let's wait. Maybe the ticker will tell us.
yeah.
66.
66.
So 26. Yikes.
So you know, it's so.
Golly, dude.
Yeah.
Yikes.
He's so good.
So what that does
Yeah.
is that whole dynamic kind of it skews the scratch score average. It kind of pulls it down, and so then when the good player shoots really well, then they get that inflation that we see a lot of times.
Yeah, and you do not see, or at least moving forward, you will not see courses as easy, quote, easy as the Memorial on tour.
Yeah.
On these Elite Series events.
Right.
Like there's one par 4 at
Hole 2 is a par
Fountain,
4.
Fountain there's 1, and then Vista there's 2.
I think there's two at Fountain, unless they
What's the other one?
I don't think so. I think that
it's
hole
hole 2
9
and hole 8.
Well, let's see. Paul shot a 40.
That's
and it was
a
a
par
16.
3 now.
So
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure.
You
no,
serious?
because
Yeah.
he shot
The
a 40 and it was a 16 down, so it's a par 56.
The Peninsula hole? I thought that was.
Hole 9.
Is that hole 9? Oh, you're 8. You said hole 8. Yeah.
8 and
the hole
9 are
before
like
that,
the same hole basically.
the second Peninsula, yes, that is a par 4.
Yeah.
It's a weak par 4. Quotations.
Right, it's a weak par 4, and then 9, the hole right after it, is a pretty tough.
Is an
3.
aggressive par 3.
Right,
Yeah.
I think if you get out of those 2 holes with 6 strokes,
3-3, you're
yeah,
looking pretty good.
you're pretty happy.
Yeah.
So I think you could flip flop those either way and be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Whenever there's a peninsula green like that, though, with a lot that slopes down to water, like that kind of makes it less soft of a par 4. And
For these guys, that's a soft par 4.
true.
In my opinion, I think it is. For the Elite Series events, that's a soft par 4.
Yeah. And the Memorial
Which is fine.
Is an A tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just talking about, I think we were just talking about that the other day. Like, it's a big tournament. It drew a huge crowd of really good players.
And the galleries look bigger than Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that just people out walking their dogs?
They also didn't have to pay. And also
Right.
there was people
Yeah, there you go.
walking their dogs.
But
Also,
like-
yes, and yes.
and yet it's an A tier. It's not an Elite Series event, not a Silver Series event, not a
Which is crazy.
USDGC qualifier.
Yeah. Well, that part's not as surprising.
Big. It's just a big shift.
People are talking in chat about Kristen taking a big number on a
A
hole
9.
or something.
A 9er.
Can y'all? I didn't watch it. Can y'all
She
recap
got
what
a
happened?
Yeah, she got a 9 on hole number 2. Her tee shot was on
At
the left
Fountain?
side. Yes, at
Okay.
Fountain, the par 4.
Mhm.
Her tee shot was down on the left side. She went for the green, threw it in the water, basically moved up 12 feet, threw it in the water again, and then kind of bombed it out to the right and then up and down from there, I think.
That can happen on so many of the holes out there where you just go for like a hyzer over the water and it just stays.
Yeah, and it was breezy that
Mhm.
early in that round for them.
That's the danger on that whole course because it basically plays around the fountain, and if you're right-handed, more than half the shots that you throw are finishing towards the water, relatively short grass, and then there's that I don't know what it is, gunite or rock
The
slope
gunite is
that
what they
is
call
just
it, yeah.
straight. If you land on that,
And the gunite's
It's-
inbounds.
right, but if your
Yeah.
disc is on that, it's not stopping. It's just
Correct.
slanted and you're
Yeah.
going in the water, so
Yeah.
it's incredibly easy to do.
And that's
that.
really not water either.
that water-like
Reclaimed.
substance in the.
I thought
in
I
the
saw a
middle.
post of, I think it was Ezra, said that he lost a really good disc on 18 and stripped down to his underwear and got in to find his disc.
If there's anybody that can fight that water and
Oh, my
win,
goodness,
it's
though.
probably Ezra.
Oh,
All right, let's move on a little bit. We'll move on halfway.
okay.
Last week was AJ's week for Player of the Week.
Ooh.
AJ nominated myself. So quickly, before we get too far away from the Memorial, I wanted to talk about my Player of the Week.
MVP.
It would be very easy to pick Paul,
Player
after
of the week.
his 11:03 starting round, wire-to-wire victory for, I think this is like the 40th time he's won that event, it seems like. But my player of the week is going to be Terry Miller.
The disc golf guy?
Whoa.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were like myself, were very excited for the disc golf season to be back and coverage to be out there after Vegas, but there was kind of a lull. There was no pro tour, there was no live coverage, there was no Jomez, there was nothing. But Terry was out there in Fountain Hills at Vista for us, covering MPO and FPO action. So big shout out to Terry Miller. There was a lot of people that were excited. His videos have been performing very well. So Terry, we here at Understable Minds, plus the internet, mostly this guy, appreciate that. And thank you for your time and effort. And plus, I mean, I don't know who else was with Terry, but they can also be honorary players of the week.
Gary DeVio.
Was he out there with him?
I'm sure he was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gary, Terry,
Yeah.
both you guys. Larry probably.
Gary.
Was Barry out there?
Barry Schultz was not out
He
there.
probably wasn't out there. But if he was,
Gary, Terry, Barry, Sherry,
Larry.
go get yourself a ice cream sundae and put a cherry on top.
Oh.
of it. Why don't you?
There we go.
Hey, now.
Next week, Mr. Eric McCabe.
MVP.
You're gonna get a
I get
player for
to
us.
pick
POW.
the prisoner of war.
No, player of the
Player
week.
of the week.
We've got a
Cool.
Understable Minds player of the week coming to us from Eric McCabe.
I'm looking forward to it.
Episode 20.
I'm looking forward to performing this afternoon and nominating myself.
Okay. Speaking of,
Single digit performance.
we talked about it live for
I think
the
that'll win it.
for the live audience. Those of you who were here before the stream started. For the audio listeners, we go live on YouTube at 2:30 Central Time every Tuesday afternoon. Hang out for a little bit before and after
Ooh.
the show. So be sure to tune in and check it out next time or in the future if you want to experience that, because it's an experience.
Quite the experience.
We have plans for once this show ends. The three of us plus Danny are heading over to Jones Park, and we're going to play what I have very officially called and referred to and named and put my flag in the ground as the longest disc golf hole in the world.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I am stating it.
You heard it here first.
Yes, on the internet that it is true. We are going to play. Danny's got a map for the video people. It will be there's a tee pad for the Supreme layout that is near hole 14 Jones West.
Right by it.
And we are going to be playing to the opposite corner of Jones Park, all the way to Jones East hole 1, right near the tee pad for the Supreme course, hole 1. It is, as the crow flies, 2,700 feet. I think Danny measured it with Google Maps, and the shortest kind of realistic way that you could actually get there throwing a disc is about 3,300 feet. So we're going to be heading out there, seeing what par is, how we can do it. This will be more of a survival of the fittest type situation.
This guy's mental game is off the charts.
Oh,
He's just thinking about it, and he's already he's visualizing his lines, and he's already like.
I drove through there on the way home from lunch just to look at my lines.
Figure out your landing zones.
Not that I don't know Jones Park well enough by
right on
now.
the back of your hand.
Yeah, for sure.
Personally, I'm really excited because it's going to be quite a long time playing disc golf, and I don't have to putt,
That's true.
which is a bonus for me.
That's true. I might throw a couple putts in there just to do it.
Just
So once you get to the green, it's not like you that long backup.
It's not like that first putt of the day
right.
during tournaments.
Oh,
it's like,
man.
you're just a little not quite confident on them,
Yeah.
This way I'll be ready for it.
Do we want to make predictions on our scores?
Yes.
Okay.
You go first.
Me first. The number.
What do you think the par is first?
I think this is going to be a drastically different number. I think for me, and then like you and AJ and Danny, I think we're going to have probably 3 different pars.
Oh. Okay.
I think for me this is probably like a 14, a par 13 or a par 14.
14.
if you throw, my thinking is like if you throw 300-foot shots, you throw 10 of them, and then 2 putts, that's 12.
Okay.
And
So-
that's usually how you figure par is like the average throw.
Shots to
Plus
the
2
green
putts,
plus
yeah.
2 putts.
And so I
Okay.
think 12 would be like a
That's- yeah.
generous par.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
I'm going to get like a 14, but like
Right.
I think 12 would be pretty generous.
Yeah, the number that I have I went through and I looked at it on
I like
Google
that.
Maps.
Yeah.
And if I threw ideal shots, I can realistically see myself getting a 10. But that is 9 perfect shots and a putt. Which, as anyone who's played with me knows, that doesn't happen too often.
Oh man.
I think if I walk out of there with a 12 today, I'm happy.
Okay.
I'm happy with. I'm
I like
on
I
the
like
upper
12
echelon
as
of
a
happy
par.
to very
Wait,
happy. With
AJ's from California, so isn't everything out there just a par 3?
From
Uh,
old,
Yeah.
So yeah,
old
this
school
is
disc golf.
just a par
That's-
3, man.
That's
Eh,
old school
come
disc
on.
golf.
AJ
Par
has
doesn't
to
matter.
play 2 meter rule as well.
Right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But see, then also Cali means I get to throw twice and pick the better one.
Ooh.
One time.
One
You get-
time,
you get
yeah.
one
just,
extra
just
throw.
yeah, one extra throw per hole.
Boom, deal. They said it, not me. Yes, I've got the advantage.
We get to pick when you throw that extra shot, though.
Nope.
Dang, AJ, great shot. Sorry, it doesn't count. You have to
Oh
redo
man,
it.
you gotta do it again. Go pick that disc up.
Fine, let's just no extra throws.
Okay, so you said
Wait, 2 on
12.
1?
Your 12 is what you're hoping for.
2 off
Yeah.
the top.
Okay.
12 is a good number for me.
12. Okay.
I'm going for albatross then.
I'm going for single digits here. I don't know that I can get single digits, but if I get a 9, I'm going to be pretty stoked.
Yes, that would be incredible.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah,
I'm going to give myself a little a missed putt and give myself a 10. I'm going for a 10.
So
Okay.
like 11 is par.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
okay, AJ.
I'm kind of in the same boat as Eric. I'm
Sweet.
going. I'm
we have a
going-
video.
That's funny.
Agent only hole? Absolutely not.
Oh. Yow. Okay, if we're doing that, then I'm
Put me
gonna
down for
20.
Yeah. I'll double it and go
Yeah.
24.
What if you lose it in the water?
Ooh.
You just quit. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, you're
I think it's a
done?
par 3. I'm just not going to play this hole, guys.
just take par plus 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, put me down for a 7.
Yeah.
I'll meet you at the next one.
I'm going for 9 as
9.
well.
All right.
Danny, what do you think?
Oh, I think 11. I think 11's a good par.
Yeah. You guys get over there?
11. You're going for an 11?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not.
Oh.
You hold half of it.
Oh.
There you go. Beautiful.
Oh.
11.
For the audio listeners,
I don't-
AJ
yeah, I don't
and
know
Eric are
what's-
trying to fist bump without looking at each other.
Yes.
It's going well. All right.
There was
Gag.
connection.
Do we know when that video will be out, Danny?
I think next week. I
Okay.
think that's the plan.
Check the Dynamic Discs YouTube channel for that next week.
Please.
Also, people in the chat, what do you think we're going to get?
Yes.
Somebody says Danny's going to get a 7.
Oh,
11 makes sense.
7.
How windy is it? I don't think it's too windy.
It's not too windy today.
That was pretty
I-
nice.
I would love
I
to
don't
play
th-
this with like a tailwind.
I don't think anybody is going to be anywhere near 7.
Yeah, 7
No.
seems.
I think we could play as a
Okay.
foursome and still not
Yeah.
get a 7. Like
if I could
best shot.
use my big flicks on camera without like letting the secret out, easy like par 3. But
Easy.
Easy.
Sure.
obviously,
Right.
Easy.
Yeah.
Especially in a tailwind.
Right.
because I'd miss the putt. That's why it's a par 3.
Oh.
Yeah. Put me down for par.
Uh-huh.
All right. So we'll move on to hopefully where we won't see people taking very many 7s, 11s, 12s.
I bet we do.
I bet there will be some of those, especially on hole 17 would be
The par 5.
my guess.
Isn't that a par 5?
Hold my beer.
No?
Oh, 17. Yeah, I was thinking of the actual course, hole 17,
Oh, right,
which is
right.
in the woods.
Yes. No.
Yeah.
Course 17
Yeah.
for the event. We have the WACO Annual Charity Open this weekend.
That's right.
It is
In Waco, Texas?
Yeah.
what a coincidence.
Wow.
I'll admit this in front of far more people than I should
That
admit
you
this.
didn't know what WACO meant?
It took me about a year and a half.
Yeah.
And when I realized that, I was like, this is the coolest name ever. And then
Yeah.
everyone was like, yeah, dude.
They're
you
like,
didn't-
charity. What charity is this
right.
for?
I just was like, oh, this is cool. Like the WACO Annual Charity Open. Cool. Yeah, it's like a charity event. All right, that's cool.
Wait a minute.
And then I looked and I was like, wait, WAC. Whoa, wait, it spells Waco. This is great. It's like,
It's perfect.
yeah, dude, that's kind of the point.
Yeah. We tried to do that in Emporia, but it just didn't work.
Emporia is a lot more letters.
They got it just a little longer.
Every month, people only. It doesn't quite roll off the tongue
It doesn't.
nearly as well.
It doesn't. I did run an event once at Peter Pan, though. And it was sponsored by Pyramid Pizza. And it was the first ever event at Pan, so we called it, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Pyramid Pizza presents Peter Pan Park Preview. That was the name of the event. It was fantastic.
The only way that's ever topped is if instead of Pyramid Pizza, you had Peter Pan Peanut Butter as the sponsor.
Yeah.
That's the only way you could possibly top that.
But then you're throwing a B in there.
Right, but Peter Pan Peanuts.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
They haven't
that
quite
works.
mashed them into the butter yet.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
Peanut, yeah.
We can make that work.
Do you think they'll...
What if it was peanut butter pizza?
That sounds really good, actually. Let's make some of that tonight.
What else goes on a peanut butter pizza?
Danny?
Jelly?
This seems like Danny's
Jelly, yeah.
area.
Naturally jelly, pineapple.
Ooh.
Whoa.
No, I'm kidding.
Banana.
Jeez.
Wait a minute. Banana? Yeah.
Yeah, hot sauce, of course, naturally.
Oh, God.
Wait. I've heard of peanut butter and banana, but peanut butter jelly and banana, is that a thing?
I mean,
I mean, why not?
Yeah, why not?
I don't
Yeah,
know,
Tony, why not?
Jelly and bananas?
Yeah, Tony, why not?
sounds like you're scared.
Yeah.
It's true.
Why not?
I'm
Why
not scared. It just doesn't sound good.
Okay, let's go a different.
Especially with Danny just said hot sauce. Hold
No,
on.
that was just trying to think of the worst thing that could go on that pizza, honestly.
Jalapenos?
Peanut butter and jalapenos. I'm intrigued.
Peanut
Can
butter
we get the
burgers are
super
pretty good, I
duper
hear.
close up on my
I have
face?
heard that that's good.
Yeah. Well, what if we go a different direction, like peanut butter and that marshmallow fluff and, and bananas?
Oh,
Fluffernutter.
I bet that's amazing.
Fluffernutter pizza
Man,
with like
that does sound good.
chocolate
Yes.
syrup and maybe instead of just like a wheat crust, a graham cracker crust.
Or
This is just pie at this point.
Right. I think we're just making like
Fruity Pebbles cheesecake.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I gotta wait till the Super Bowl. Come on.
what a pull.
Oh, man.
Baloney.
Okay, now bologna and jelly.
Ooh. All of these delicious treats can be served at the WACO Annual Charity
Yeah.
Open,
Which, if you didn't know, spells out Waco, which is
Waco,
where it is in
which is
Texas.
this weekend.
Do we
Does it
have-
start Friday?
It starts on,
Friday.
think it is Friday.
3-day event? Nice.
It is a 3-round event, all at The Beast.
The Beast is a beast, too.
The beast.
I love that course. That
fun.
is such a fun course because, like, the wood shots are tight. They're wooded. You have to hit the line, but it's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There's not, I can't think of any holes out there where there's, like, a ghost branch that's right in your line or whatever. Like, everything is there. If you throw the shot, like, you can put it, I mean, and that's how Paul shot the 18 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
I think it had to be 3.
Okay.
I think it was 2019, yeah.
Yeah, so it's
And that was
there.
when they had, what? They had a couple par 4s that were questionable, I think, right?
I think they had a couple par 5s.
5s that were
Right.
questionable. Maybe that's what it was.
And I think last year they had switched both of them to 4s.
I think so.
It's hole, what would it be, 10 and then hole, like, 7, I think. It's the last hole in the woods and then
do you mean the course layout or the tournament layout?
tournament layout.
It was hole 9 and hole 12.
Okay, 9 and 12. It's, the last hole in the woods and then 3 holes before that.
And your boy eagled both of them in one round one year.
Sick.
I went, we were there last year. Was it last year?
You were there.
Last year. And I got to play the course twice. And I was having the round of my life
Dang.
through 11 holes.
And then what happened?
No, through 12 holes. I was on fire through the woods. It was unbelievable. I don't know.
And then you went out in the open? And
Yes. So the next
Meh.
hole 13 is.
Is
it's
that
the
hole
first-
1, technically?
Right.
Yeah.
It's the first hole back out of the woods. It's probably.
It's
Was
a
it maybe
bomb.
600
Yeah,
to
maybe
the basket. Maybe,
just under.
Yeah, like 550, 600. And it plays kind of, there's like a tunnel of trees for the first 450 or so. You can kind of go up there, and then to the left it kind of plays down a hill, or people will take like a bomb sidearm out and cut outside of the trees and hope to skip up and maybe give yourself a short little approach to the basket. Your boy took a snowman on that one. There are holes out there that you can get an 8 on and be like, you know what? I was in trouble and
That is not one
it
of those
happened.
holes.
That's not one of those holes. That's a hole where if you 5 that, you're like, yeah, I threw 2 really bad shots.
Yeah.
Let me guess.
Did you OB?
You kicked OB
times.
right before the mandatory.
Yep. Kicked OB right before the Mando.
Gosh.
And then from
That'll
the
do
drop zone, I don't remember how it happened, but
it happened.
it happened. Yeah, I know I missed the Mando right. From the drop zone was OB again.
Goodness.
And then I think just like didn't get up and down. And it was the most demoralizing I've ever felt. Because like I don't know.
Leading the tournament.
Right. Yes. It hadn't started yet, but I was like,
I was leading the practice round.
I'll see if I can find the scorecard on UDisc. But I like through 12 holes, I think I was, 5 down, which is like for you guys and like elite players, it's like, yeah, okay, I'm kind of struggling. For my middle of the pack advanced skill set, I was heating up.
That's awesome.
And then just
What'd you get on 18?
That'll do it. Yeah.
18.
Do you go for the green on that?
No, I
you
threed
lay
it
up
both
left?
times. Yeah, lay up
then
left,
go.
pitch across.
It's a cool finishing hole. I dig it.
Yeah, it really is
I like
because
it.
it's totally within the realm of like the big arms, and even just the bigger arms can totally get there.
Yeah.
And that hole reminds me of hole 7 on the Innova course out Vegas, where
Yes.
it's
Reachable par 4.
but I think Waco is a 3.
Waco
I
plays
think,
it.
yeah,
I
you're
think
right.
they play it as
MPO
a
plays
3.
as a
They
3.
they changed it to a 3.
Right.
FPO is a 4.
And
but
I think it's interesting the dynamic between the two and how similar the holes feel, but I feel like both of them are the right par. Where I feel like Vegas is, because there's the OB
because
just
of the bunker.
right, just in front of the basket, just behind the basket, just to the right of the basket, it plays like a 4. And then Waco, it just plays like a 3 of, yeah, if you want to risk it on your tee shot, you could do this thing.
Yeah.
But if you don't, like if you come up short, it's
We
I
have
don't know,
we have a hole like that
230?
at the Empire Country Club now
Oh.
that you guys will find out soon.
Ooh.
It's a new pin.
Oh, do we?
Ooh.
A new pin.
A new pin location.
Ooh.
I genuinely don't know which one you're talking about, but
That's
we
right.
can we can
That's right.
discuss later.
That's right.
Do you know?
No, they don't.
Okay.
They'll find out.
We do have a
soon.
couple new cool pins, but we're still talking about Waco, so let's.
It's true. So who do you guys think? I mean, do we say Paul is coming off of a win at the Memorial? Do we say Drew? Although Drew's not playing.
Drew's not playing, so
You
I
said that AB
guarantee
came back.
AB came back. and had
AB
a-
did come
he
back.
had an excellent
he
showing.
came back and played the final round.
Right. Finished in second place.
Finished second place.
Nothing to be
Solid.
ashamed of.
Yeah, I think I was watching the final round coverage, and I think I paused it just as he was tied up.
Oh, there you go. Wow, spoiler alert, dude. I didn't know he was tied.
I didn't know either.
I just knew that Paul won.
It was he tied it up on hole
12.
did he?
I
Was
don't
it
know.
12?
I wasn't watching this.
Oh.
I just threw a number out there.
Dag.
Dag on him.
All right, so what do you guys think?
Probably
for-
somebody that's on my skip ace
Oh,
roster would
baby.
be my guess, so I
don't
can go
think
back
it's
to back.
fair for you to have that happen.
Oh my goodness. I know.
Well, now you have Macbeth. You held on to him, so now
I absolutely held on to him.
Well, yeah, you're not going to bench there. Well,
No
you can
way.
bench him if he's not there. But do you have
yeah.
a full field this week?
Let me see,
Because
because
I know you
a
did
full
not
lineup.
last week.
I know
Yeah.
Eagle isn't playing.
Oh, he's not.
Oh,
He's not on PDGA.
Why isn't Eagle playing?
Probably because of his shoulder.
Oh
or
no, there's a
elbow.
lot of forehands.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got to throw. all of
I
them
don't
out
think I don't think he likes that course as much. I don't think
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because I feel like he hasn't played there in a few years.
there. I think he played
Correct me if I'm wrong.
it last year or 2 years ago, but it was like the first time
I
he
was
played
wrong.
it. It's one that he's
Thank you.
skipped before. Definitely. I forget what year that
Interesting.
was. Yeah. So I will not be picking Eagle to win that event.
That'd
by
be
the way.
interesting.
Is the Eagle on your
to
team?
hear why.
Eagle is on my team.
Dang.
He's currently on my bench along with
Dang,
Gavin
you have Eagle and
and
Paul.
and Kyle.
And went 0-3 the first week.
And I lost. Be quiet, Mr. McCabe.
Oh man.
Okay, so who do you guys think is winning? I'll say Paul. I feel like he's the safe bet, which is weird to say because
Paul's the safe bet.
yeah, I'm just saying that based off of he won last weekend, his history there, but also this. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, there's something weird about this
Your
event.
pick is in.
Hey, go ahead, but I'm going to keep talking real quick.
Okay.
There's something about this event where it just feels like this is
Well,
one
I
where
think that
someone just kind of seems to pop up and win it. Like nobody expected
Like Colton.
Nico to win.
Colton won the year before
Colton won it. Kona won it.
Yeah.
Where it feels like I don't know.
that. Like
Yeah.
it's a great location for a breakout win.
Yes. Yeah.
somewhere Jeremy Colling is taking a big sigh of relief because you were saying someone won that we weren't expecting and we didn't mention his name.
Right.
Two-time
That's because we all expected Nate Perkins not to throw it out of bounds
Right.
and hit somebody.
and James Conrad as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he
No,
win
I
it?
mean, I think it'd be
James,
cool.
he's won that one?
No, he
He was in the playoff?
Yeah,
or-
he was in the playoff with Jerm.
And
I thought it was Nate Perkins.
I think it was back-to-back years.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
Nate Perkins was in the
Nate and Germ were in a playoff one year, and then
Yep.
Germ, and I think you're right. I think it was James went to a playoff.
So Germ has won
following
it
year.
twice?
No, because James won in their playoff,
James won and then Jerm
Got it.
won.
and Germ won against
Got it.
Perkins.
17 and 18 for those keeping score at home.
Man.
I don't know. I mean, I think it'd be cool to see Big Germ win. It's fun to watch him play in the woods for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Kale was runner-up last year.
He was like 100-foot throw-in from Nico away from probably winning.
Oh,
that
that's
event.
right.
Yeah, going to a playoff, and he's on.
And you know
on
he's
my team.
You know he's wanting to win after not cashing at Vegas.
Yeah, that'd be.
I don't know how he played at
Mm.
Memorial, but
That'd be a great little bounce back.
man, I don't know. Yeah, how do you think Gannon's going to perform? Also,
Oh,
I think in order to win WACO, you have to have a pretty solid forehand.
yeah.
Yeah,
You have to
agree.
have
Or be
have
James.
both.
and basically have backhands that are sidearms.
Right. It's either
Yeah.
you got that forehand game or you are
Or you don't,
you're dialed in the woods.
which he is. I mean, he throws a putter better than anybody. So,
So yeah, who else is throwing putters well?
um,
I think Drew's got a good chance too.
Drew's
It
not
seems
going
like-
to be there. So
Drew-
Shoot, I
Drew has
forgot.
as good a chance as I do.
that's right.
Crumb.
I think Adam also is another solid pick with his. He's got a solid forehand.
Yeah, he does.
Got a good putt. Good backhand. I mean, he's well rounded. So
Simon will be back. He'll be there.
Simon will be
Yeah.
there. What about Mason Ford? His first big event since switching over
that
to
would
DD.
be sick.
Texas kid.
I just put Emerson Keith in for my lineup.
Okay.
Okay.
Who'd you bench?
What
you bench?
Double G, I think.
Double G has played there.
He's played
very
well,
in the
yeah.
past.
He's played well everywhere.
He typically
he's-
plays well.
Yeah, he's
But when you
Yeah.
think you think of like a course built for Double G, Waco is not the one that comes to your mind.
the back nine is.
It's
Yeah.
like half built for him.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I have Emerson in there because he always plays good in Texas. It seems like.
He does. He plays pretty well down there.
Yeah.
So
Bradley Williams always.
he's on my team.
Okay,
you go.
he's not going to have a good week then. Sorry, Bradley.
Rude. I put him in. Actually, I put him in for Drew.
It's a good trade.
Wow.
Yeah.
I do have a full lineup this week. Gavin
Nice.
and Eagle are not there,
Correct.
but Paul, Kyle, James, Mason, Andrew, and Corey are all there, taking home the win for me.
all of them,
All of
them are going to tie for first.
it will be a 6-way playoff.
That
Yes,
That would be sick.
I think you would win that week.
I think that would be. Could you imagine
Yes.
the
I
excitement?
think you would win.
I
that
can't
week.
imagine.
I think they would all probably collectively be pretty happy for me after going 0-3 2 weeks ago. Just get that monkey.
Did you
off my
call him?
back.
Did you call him? And
Each individual, I said, "Look, boys,
you didn't call. You didn't like all at once. You just
No.
individually called
Huddle
each
up,
one of
huddle
them?
up, team.
Right. I wanted to have one-on-one
Okay.
conversations.
So who'd you call first?
I called Kyle.
Obviously, Paul.
Okay.
No, I called Kyle first. He's the young gun on the team, and so I
Okay.
wanted to say, hey, Kyle, look, I want you to hear this from me, bud.
Shape up
Yeah, we need you to step it up this week.
or ship out?
Well, I would rather not have to get rid of him, so let's just step it up.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah. Okay.
And
so
FPO side?
FPO side is not on Skip Ace, but
Yeah. Why?
I think it was just too much for Johnny because this is the first year that he's
Yeah.
doing the draft.
Maybe
side.
next year he'll do
I bet next year there will be like you have to draft 3 FPO players and
5.
8 or something. Yeah. Heather Young would be a good sleeper pick.
Ooh.
She did
always
not
seems to
play very well in Vegas.
No, but Vegas doesn't. It's not
It's
a course
first event of the year.
built for
No.
her game.
This is like a polar opposite.
Yeah,
Right,
she's a
right.
shot shaper, not really a thrower.
Not a shape shopper.
Shape.
There's so many choices. FPO is going to be exciting to watch this year. There's
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
many ladies out on the road full time.
Man, I remember when it was like huge news that Paige was like 970 rated.
Now she's like 990 something.
She's 980, but there's 4 ladies signed up for WACO above 970. Henna is 968. Sarah's 965. Ona's 961.
And I think the last time Henna
Golly.
and Evelina were here, they went 1 and 2, right? 2020,
At Waco?
Yeah.
and then
I thought that
the
was
round.
at the memorial.
No, because this was the last event, and then
I
they
think it was
flew home.
both.
Oh.
Evelina won.
Yeah.
I think Evelina won
Wow.
Memorial, and then maybe Henna won Waco.
Evelina
sounds
and
right.
Henna. Evelina won. Henna got second in 2020 at Waco.
At Waco, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me check
I knew they
Memorial.
went 1 and 2, and I'm pretty sure she won Memorial too, or she was up there at least.
Evelina won Memorial.
In 2020,
It was either
sure.
19 or 20.
I think it was
20 Page won.
I think she might have won it in 19.
Yeah, let me look.
1918.
Yes, 1918. She did win it. What would that be? 104 years ago.
Evelina won in 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun to watch them.
Kristen's coming off of a win.
Valerie is who I'm most excited to watch too. Yeah, she's so smooth.
Yeah. Yeah.
So smooth.
What do you think, AJ?
I think it's going to come down to the K's. I think
Ooh.
Kristen is going to remain hot, and I'm pulling for Kona.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Okay. Those are our unofficial official picks for the WACO Annual Charity Open, which, if you missed it earlier, it still spells
WACO.
out WACO,
Oh, Waco.
WACO,
Home of the Baylor Bears.
home of the Baylor Bears.
the
This
heart of Texas.
That's
is
right.
True. We've got a couple of quick squad questions. Who wants to pick? Adrian? Non? Okay. This one comes to us from, I believe
Non.
it's Sievert? Sievert? Sievert?
Savert.
Oh, save it.
Sievert wants to
Oh,
know.
Savert. How do you do?
What is your favorite board/card game? If your answer is not Exploding Kittens, why?
I've never exploded a kitten.
I have heard of the game Exploding Kittens, and I've heard that it's very fun. But I have not actually played it, and I don't really know what it is,
Yeah,
other than a fun game that you play with cards.
got it.
Favorite card and/or board game, AJ Risley.
I like Sequence a lot. Sequence is really fun.
That is a
fun
board
one.
game that uses pictures of cards.
Yes. Yeah, it's
So-
a board game and a card
Way
game.
to get
all
both
in
in
one.
one answer. Man.
Dang.
I'm proud of you, AJ.
Dang.
I'll also get down with a good game of Monopoly.
Ooh.
Like a full 5-hour game of
like
Monopoly.
old school Monopoly, like OG?
I mean,
Or are you into like all the
Did you?
Emporia-opoly?
I was just
I
gonna
saw
say, yeah, I saw that at,
Emporiopoly.
at Walmart. Yeah.
no, I think the only two that I'll play is just the OG and then Simpsons
Oh,
Monopoly.
okay.
That's it.
Eric.
Fair enough. I enjoy the board game Catan.
Oh,
I enjoy it.
'Kay.
We play it
Settlers.
almost every Friday evening over at some friend's house.
Cool.
We have a running tally on who wins each week and all that. We usually get like 2 or 3 games in. It's fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good hand's a good time, yeah.
Yeah. That's probably it. Card games, I if you got 4 players, I absolutely love playing spades.
Yeah,
Mm.
spades is fun.
Yep.
For me, I like my family plays cribbage a lot. Cribbage is a lot of fun as far as like a strategy game, or if it's just like a relaxing game to goof off and have fun. Cards Against Humanity is always a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fun.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of those that are kind of like the same kind of format.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Like
I
apples to apples.
Apples to
Yeah.
Apples is the original. That one was really fun.
My
Yeah.
family gets heated over some cribbage games sometimes.
Nice.
Or we also have this game called 500. I'm interested if anybody in the chat has heard of 500. It's kind of like
Is
spades.
that like where you
but
throw
with,
the football?
Yeah.
and yeah. Okay.
It's like spades, but with way more rules and way more complicated. But it's fun.
Wait, hold on.
Wait a
That
minute.
doesn't.
We
sound
used to
fun.
play a game also called when we have a big group of people, and I'm talking like at least 10 people.
Okay.
Play a game called Phrase Game.
Mm.
So how it works is we have a stack of papers, however many people are in the room, and the first one you write down a phrase, right?
Okay.
Like just do it, or something like that. Pass it to the right, and the person looks at it, flips it over, and tries to draw that.
Yeah.
Then they pass it to the next person, and then the people look at the drawing and try to write what the phrase is, and it just continues all the way around till you're done.
So do they flip? So when the person, so the phrase is just do it. The person flips it over, draws a Nike symbol,
Mm-hmm.
and then the person looks at that and thinks that it's a check mark. So
Yeah.
do they write underneath it, or do they flip it back over? and see?
If there's 10 of us, there's 10 pieces of paper,
Ah.
and then at the end you
Gotcha.
just put them all
Okay.
out there and tell the story. It usually gets pretty. Is this PG?
Entertaining.
Kind of racy.
Yeah, a little racy at times, but
Sure.
Suggestive.
As
it's
you do.
very fun.
Yeah, that could be fun for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess none of us have played
very
Exploding Kittens. But,
My fiance has it though. I'll see if I can get her to play it. This
Bring
week.
it in.
Cool.
Bring it in. Let's play next week.
I've
All
played
right,
it a
on
few
stream.
times.
Yep.
That'll be the podcast,
There we
just
go.
playing Exploding Kittens.
That'd be
I'm
fun.
interested. Next one comes to us from
Wait, honorable mention Birdie. Birdie, the disc golf game.
Oh yeah.
That's a
Have
really
not
fun.
played
I've
it.
never
board
played
game.
Good
We
times.
should play it.
Okay.
All right. Mike
go.
has a question for us. Mike wants to know, what is one thing you would change about disc golf if you could? I would like to change
Being able to throw a forehand.
right. Yeah. My ability to miss putts. I would like to
Yeah.
change that.
One thing I would change about disc golf.
Yeah.
Man, that's a tough question.
It is a tough question.
AJ, you got something?
Yeah, I think it would be interesting if we played, and maybe this is not exactly the answer the person was looking for, but like I think it would be interesting to play an event without par.
I would love that.
That would be kind of fun. Wouldn't
I'm
it?
so in
Without
favor
strokes?
of that. Yes.
Just-
Well,
I
No, just
No.
so you're not comparing
Well-
yourself every hole. It's just total score at the end.
yes, I love that idea.
Just
of like
add it up.
Paul won the Memorial shooting a 215, rather
like,
than like
okay.
Paul won shooting a 30 under par or whatever. Yeah, yes. Yeah, I'm with AJ on that. 100%.
Yeah, and it really doesn't affect like the game of
No.
disc golf at all.
No,
though,
it
so
changes nothing.
Because par's kind of irrelevant.
It's relative.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I love that,
I don't
AJ.
know. It would be, I mean, on like to go a little bit more serious, and I think this was actually like brought up in the like PDGA board of directors meetings at one point, was like to change the disc specifications to basically ban anything
Oh,
with
high
a,
speed.
Yeah, high
right?
speed with like a
Yeah.
sharp
edge.
certain.
So what would be the cutoff? Like an evader?
That might be too fast, actually. Like a warship would be the
Really?
fast,
Like
high
mids.
speed
Okay.
disc.
That's
Okay.
no fun. Distance drivers are fun.
Yeah, that's true. They are fun. I don't know though. I think it would just be really interesting. It would be like a whole paradigm shift for the millions of people that now play disc
Right.
golf.
Yeah.
I think
And then I would just come out with a 13 speed that's like a 8. Do away with flight numbers. There you go.
Yeah.
If I had to pick
Oh, there you
something
go.
other than your par thing, because I love that, I would want to see the baskets like shrunk down a little bit. Not
Shrunk, not in, down.
right. Not yes.
What about both?
So what about that one that's to your right?
Yeah.
It's a junior basket. What if it was just taller?
Right. Yeah. I think you keep the diameter of the chains the same, but I think if you just shrink the window from band to cage by I don't know what would that be, 30%? Make it 2/3 of what it is right now. I think that might be interesting.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun to experiment with.
You wouldn't hit the band anymore. You just airball over.
I
the
would
top.
just airball over the top. Yeah. It wouldn't change anything for me. My other 50% putts. Just
I would like to
cage.
see that though. I would like to see a pro tour play on those baskets.
Push putters everywhere are furious right now.
Yeah.
Right, but I think it would still be fair enough. Like I think the loss of chains, the spin putters are going to percentage have more spit outs and more cut throughs because the chains are going to be lighter. It's going to slow the disc down less.
Oh, less chain too.
It would
just
have to
lower links, but
Right,
the same
so-
amount. Like you're still gonna have an inner set and
The-
an outer set.
Right, the number of chain links will be the same, but the links
Yes.
of chain in that link will be 7 links less. So there's going to be less weight in those chains to slow the discs down and whatever. And I think it would still be enough that the push putters could still push putt. They just have to be more precise, just like a spin putter is going to have to be more precise. I could be way off in this, and it could be a terrible idea. I have those. I just think it would be a fun thing to experiment.
It would be very expensive.
Yes.
That part of it would be rough.
Very, very, very. All right.
Yeah, you're the one who said bologna on the peanut butter pizza. Of course,
Come
you
on,
ain't. We
man.
all know you have bad ideas.
I'm sitting here thinking, and I don't have any ideas better than chat. Chat says change OB to stroke and distance everywhere.
Ew. And by ooh, I mean yikes.
We're just trying to change
And by
the game,
yikes,
not
I
make it
mean
terrible.
whoa.
Yeah, I
you
don't.
know how long
And by
rounds
whoa,
would
I
take?
mean,
I feel like it would just
excuse
make
me?
everybody lay up. It just increases the punishment. Personally, I like hazard rules. I like throwing from where you're at, provided it's not like dangerous or something.
I remember playing the USDGC the year they did stroke and distance everywhere. I think it was 2010, and it was mentally draining.
Yeah.
Like
that sounds
even more
awful.
so than it normally was or is. It was wow. It was not. I mean, you had to think.
Yeah.
You never had an opportunity to just kind of relax.
What about
Right.
what about changing it the other way? What about you when you go OB, you just take it where you were.
Take it like
No
so,
penalty stroke. Like if you
Oh,
go
they did that too.
Yeah.
Ah.
They did that too.
I feel like that
I think
might
they just called it distance.
yeah, not stroke. It might help people like run things more and make it more exciting, less punishing.
so just everything that's OB is
So
just a hazard.
yeah, that happened the year that I had to qualify
Mm-hmm.
for US DGC. I threw a forehand on the island, 17, and missed,
Mm-hmm.
and then aced
Mm-hmm.
and got a 2. I got
Oh,
a circle
cool.
2.
Yeah.
It was
So,
very
like-
confusing. The thing I don't like about
Weird.
that for the USDGC side of it is it's very confusing
Mm-hmm.
on stepping up to each hole and trying to figure out what the rules are for
Right.
that hole.
Right.
Stroke and distance, that's just
Yeah.
and that is what they do in golf, but it's a
I think it
little
just means
different.
everybody's gonna lay up, and that's so much more boring, right?
Yeah,
like
I
you
don't-
More
want people
people
to
would
run
definitely
for
lay
things.
up.
Yeah.
So speaking of golf,
Golf.
I've just got our audience input.
Oh,
Our audience answer to the question
okay.
has to do with golf. In ball golf, they have a club limit,
Mm-hmm.
Like
They do.
14 clubs.
Yep. 14
So-
clubs. And if they
And they
run
have a
out of balls,
Ball
they're
limit
done.
too. Yep.
You're done.
You're done.
But like,
So if you run out of minis, you're done.
Oh no.
is a lot of
Andrew
discs
Marweed,
really
don't
an
eat them
advantage?
cookies.
Is having like a bunch of discs really an advantage to anybody? Is having like a bag full of discs really changing their score that much? I don't
If
think
they have
so.
a caddy.
I don't think it really makes that big of a difference.
I don't think it makes a huge difference, but
It
if we-
doesn't, but if they limit it to make it to where you only can carry a certain amount,
right,
then yes.
yeah, the discs that you start the tournament with are the ones that you can finish with. If you lose a disc, it's gone.
Yep.
If
You
you have
can't go
this-
back to the car. Like right now, if
Right.
your
Huh.
car's in the parking lot and you pass it, you can stop and grab that disc.
Yeah, speaking of which, I played back when it was still GBO. I think it was 2014.
Okay.
Some guy on my card,
Guy.
hole 3, Jones East. I tried to throw turnover, sawed it off, stuck in the tree.
Oh,
Bummer.
man.
I parked my car right by Hole 3's basket, Hole 4's tee. And I was like, hey, guys, am I allowed to, like, jump and, like, open my trunk and grab a disc out of my car? Nah, dude, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. Whatever. This was my go-to distance driver, so I had to play that and one of the municipal courses without my distance driver.
Brutal.
Because some guy was like, you can't do this.
So that should be the new rule.
What the heck, guy?
You can't go to your car.
Come
I
on,
don't know
guy.
who it was. Yeah, I did it.
Hey, it's marked.
Therefore, everyone.
I
should.
do like the idea of limiting the number of discs you're allowed to carry.
Mm.
I kind of like
that
that.
would be interesting
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
would be-
manufacturers would hate that.
Right.
I would hate that playing the Memorial.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But like Danny said, it would be similar to the OB things. I think holes like that and courses like that,
Yeah.
you'd see a lot more layups.
Which is not
Or-
as fun. I feel like a lot of these changes to the rules are just like more punishing, more harder, more difficulty. When like a lot of disc golf is nice because it's just fun.
That's why
right?
I like AJ's
You can just
first one
send
so
it.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like forget par.
So no OB?
Right.
No beam.
No
This
B.
Oh,
This
and then you
whole
threw
is
the
no
no
OB.
B. You threw it in the no B.
no.
It's
V.
fine. You can just go throw from there, but you're in the no B.
No B.
You're in the no B.
All
Like
right.
the tall grass could just be not OB. It's just awkward to throw out of.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And the thorns.
Ew. Yuck.
Sacrifice the body for the throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dive. All right, Danny. We've got a couple of things here from you. We've got some haikus, and we've got a long-awaited return, mostly for myself. This is mostly a me thing, everyone. So I apologize, but I enjoy these more than almost anything. We've got a Danny's latest hyperfocus,
Yeah.
and I got a little bit of a preview of this one, and I'm ready.
Okay. Hang on. I got to get the title up.
Okay.
Stall for like 12 seconds.
Okay, hold, please, everyone, because this, I forget what.
There it
I forget
is.
what the last one was. I think it was like old guns or something.
Mm-hmm. There's firearms.
Right, firearms. Yeah, these are. This is the best. This is why people listen to our show, is to just see if there's a Danny hyperfocus this week, and if there's not, they just tune out and come back next week.
So if you don't know, I have ADHD, and part of that is I tend to focus on. I find something that I think is cool, and then I focus on it so much. I learn everything I can about it. I do everything that I can, and then like it happens every few months where I'll just get so sucked into this thing, and then after a while I'll just move on to the next thing. And so it's been kind of interesting. I guess what am I thinking of? Oh, logging that and like noticing what I'm focused on, because usually I just don't notice. I'm just all about a different thing for a while. But this latest one has been, my fiance bought a house over the summer, and it used to be a rental, and so she's had to update it quite a bit, and I've been having to get tools to help her do that. It started with just replacing outlets and like light switches and stuff. So I had to get a multimeter to check the wiring there, and then we had to cut some boards to do something, and so I got a circular saw, and I was really proud of my circular saw because now I can cut things. I can make anything shorter. I can't make it longer, but I can make anything shorter.
oh, do you want this thing in half?
Yeah.
I can do that. Here you go. Watch this.
There's a little bit of a learning curve with using the circular saw.
Hey, Danny, can you still count to 10 on your hands?
Yes, I can.
All
Yeah,
right.
but the blade is only supposed to go in one way. And if you run it backwards, I don't know if many people know this, but if you run the saw backwards, it just makes a lot of smoke. It still works, but like it just makes a bunch of smoke. It's also much less effective than if you run it the correct direction.
That makes sense for sure.
The effectiveness is significantly hampered. I have one drill, and then Katie has a drill. She has two drills actually, and I have an impact driver. And she has an auger, which is like a really strong drill that just goes full speed all the time. And it was really, we had to put in drywall anchors to hang up like shelves and stuff. And so I had the drill in one hand and then the impact with the screwdriver in the other. And it was peak efficiency. I could just drill the hole and then put the other thing in, and then I put up so many shelves in one afternoon. It was insane. Levels, I really like levels. I have like 4 levels, I think. And it's nice
Did you
because
just say I really like levels?
oh, I do, dude. I love levels.
Hey, my name's Danny. My hobbies are disc golf, video games, and levels. Let
Yes.
me
I
talk
really
to you
like
about levels.
levels.
I do like levels because level is absolute. Level is always there for you, right? If
okay,
the
yeah.
ground is tilted or there's a bump or the wall is like weird or anything, you can always find level. You can't always measure from a corner or something like that, but you can find level.
Right.
If your world is upside down or sideways or whatever, you can find level. And there's something just satisfying in finding something that's all level. It's amazing.
How do you feel about true north? Is
True
that another
north?
of like this is a definitive thing? Like no matter what, you can't argue.
Not as
this.
much, but if cartography is my next hyperfocus, you can bet
This is where it started.
I will always know which direction north is. I'll skip over some of these, but the single greatest advancement in the tool hyperfocus has to be the belt. I don't know if you guys have ever had a tool belt or worn one, but generally it's just a belt and then you get pouches. And I got the belt
Like
and I had a
fanny
big
packs?
pouch. No, they're like pockets that kind of hang down. And in this pocket, I put probably, I don't know, 10 pounds of tools between screwdrivers and knives and tape measures and all kinds of things. And then
Like multiple tape measures?
yeah, you got to have more than one.
No, you don't.
What if you need to measure two things
for
at
a
once,
skinny
bro?
thing, like a skinny tape measure and a thick tape measure, and some that are
Bro.
good for bigger ones. They the biggest advancement in my
Bro.
belt,
Bro,
though,
you're not as much of a tool enthusiast. Just accept it, Eric.
okay,
I am, but I don't need multiple of the same.
Put a tool belt on.
Tell you what,
and
though.
notice how much your mentality changes.
What if you're trying to cross-reference your one tape measure? Like, is this actually an inch?
That's true. That's what I'm saying.
Or is it an
I
inch?
saw-
and a
Yeah,
half?
I
they're
saw-
wrong, honestly.
I know. I saw something the other day that there was two tape measures next to each other, and like they were off. They were. So make sure you use one
Got it.
per job.
Danny
That's a good
loves
point. Yeah, there's
Have multiples, but use one per job.
having a carpenter's square too. Those things are very useful because you can make sure they're 90 degrees. 90 degrees is almost as good as level. Like it's
Yeah,
pretty
that's a
exact.
good point.
It's good.
Okay, Danny, I'm gonna need you to build us something.
I can absolutely
I'm gonna need you to build us something and bring it back for show and tell next week.
can do.
Are we giving him instructions?
A birdhouse.
A
I would like
birdhouse.
you to build me a birdhouse.
I
Will
can
you do that?
Yeah, for sure.
Please build me a birdhouse.
How big of a birdhouse do you want?
You know, in
Eric posted some pictures of owls.
I
So
did.
if you could build him a barn.
fantastic.
You supply the lumber. I
Love
got
to have
this.
some barn owls.
Yeah.
The upgrade in my tool belt that has made the biggest difference personally is the drill holster.
Oh,
Because I
yeah.
can keep all the fasteners in one side and the drill holster in the other side. I just have to. There's a swagger in your walk that just comes from having a drill holster and a tool belt on at the same time. That is unparalleled.
It
It's-
is. That's true. Do you?
Yeah.
I mean, when you first put the bit in, you've got to like do the, bzz, right?
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
You put it in and then you got to give it a few
Don't
just
do
to
it.
make sure it
Don't
works.
do it.
That's like
Don't
if you
do
get
it.
it's like if you get tongs out, like you just have to click them. Just
Tonk, tonk.
you gotta
Yeah.
make sure. Yeah, okay, these ones they're good.
So Danny, let me ask you real quick. What's your brand of choice? Because you've got to have a brand.
So here's the thing. I work in disc golf, so I buy whatever's cheap.
Okay.
My theory is like
Milwaukee, it is.
if it's if I get the cheap one and I use it enough that it breaks, then that's enough that I can justify getting the more expensive one.
I see.
But
Got
if the cheap one just works, then it's fine. Like I have an oscillating saw, oscillating multi-tool. It's like a little bzzz back and forth. I cut sheetrock with that. I cut wood with that. You can use it to cut like little shapes with a jigsaw. It's great at cutting holes for outlets in sheetrock.
Yes.
Um,
I'm just waiting for Danny to show up with a flat pencil still behind his ear from
Yeah.
the weekend.
I've lost like so many of those. They just disappear. I bought like a 20 pack and I'm down to like 3
You sharpen them with your X-Acto knife.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I bet.
for sure.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, that oscillating multi-tool is probably the most useful tool that I have.
Cool.
But yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff on Katie's House System Tools, and she's been like looking over my shoulder as I like plunge the saw into her drywall, and she's like, "Hey, he's probably fine." I don't know what I'm doing, but it's probably okay, and she at least lets me.
Yeah,
do it,
it's
so
all
that's
about
fine.
confidence. Like if you look like you know what you're doing, then
Mm-hmm.
you're. Yeah, there's definitely a stud right here. It'd be fine. Yeah, if you just go switch the breaker downstairs, I've got this.
I got a nail gun last weekend. and it is the
Are you
best.
roofing houses now?
No, I had to build a
For your
shelf.
barn.
I'm building it with a 1x4, and I had to just tack it together and then screw it in, and like the nail gun, perfect. It's battery powered, not pneumatic. It's so nice. It's great.
See,
I
and
cannot wait to see my birdhouse.
Man, you're gonna love it.
It's gonna be sick.
My birds will love it.
I think I have enough scrap wood I can do too. I have a paddle bit. I can drill the hole.
that-
This is
oh, man.
perfect.
You'll
I
love
expect
it.
some shingles.
Yep.
I mean, little stoop.
Who knows?
Yeah.
So
My birds would like to have a porch swing as well.
Yes.
and your fiance is fully confident in
Oh,
you
yeah.
sawing into her drywall because you've got 2 tape measures.
Yeah.
So we know you've measured
I
twice.
can
Right.
cross-reference.
Measure
Right.
twice, cut once.
Yeah.
It's way
Exactly.
faster if you measure twice at the same time. Like,
Yep. Still 7 inches. All right. Cut.
Oh man.
Hey,
Oh,
PG
jeez.
guy.
I forget I'm wearing my headlamp all the time. I'm probably gonna come into work one day and just still have the headlamp on, and
Dork
like
torch.
the red mark from it. Yeah,
We call them dork torches. They're great.
they're so nice though. You don't have to use
love
your
'em.
hands.
Oh, I love them.
man.
Yeah, we use them camping.
Yes, that's a good use for them for sure.
It's
Danny, do you want to get your haikus in, or should we do one more squad question?
We could do the haikus. These are actually sent to me from a viewer. I haven't seen any on the Facebook page yet, but this one says his wife. This is from Matt. He said his wife decided she's going to write a disc golf haiku on the back of the disc when she witnesses an ace. On a friend's disc, she wrote, "Hyzer flip for me, momentum velocity, just don't hit a tree."
Nice.
That's a quality haiku right there.
Accurate, yeah,
That's
I
a
like
good
it.
one.
well done.
And then on his most recent ace, she wrote, "Count it 1, 2, 3," because it was his 3rd time to ace the hole. Ace 13 jawbreaker zone, hole 9 city disc.
Nice.
It's
Oh, I
creative.
love
It's
that,
really
yeah.
cool. Real quick, there was a question in the chat if I have a stud finder. Of course I have a stud finder.
His name is Anthony.
What's up?
Hey.
What?
It's me, idiot.
Oh, yeah, your
My
stud
name's
finder.
Anthony.
Gotcha, yeah. No, I always have to calibrate it,
And
though.
Anthony has a
Right. Beep,
mirror.
beep, beep, beep,
I always
beep,
just have
beep,
to
beep,
point it
beep,
at myself and let it go beep, and then I'm like, oh,
you
yeah, it
have
works.
to.
We're good.
Yeah. Oh,
Found it.
yeah, we're good.
Every time. I have walked across the house to go find Katie and be like, hey, can you just make sure my stud finder? Oh, yeah, we're good. Okay. And then I can walk all the way back to go do the thing.
Good grief.
Anything's worth it for a joke.
Good grief.
Naturally.
All right. So if listeners have haikus or feel like being creative, they can submit them on the Facebook page. Search for Understable Minds on Facebook, or if you're in the YouTube chat and you want to leave one right now, you can do that in the chat.
Or send it in Discord.
Or send it in the Discord. Correct. There's a link to that in the show notes as well as the YouTube description. We've got time for one.
Or if our listeners want to build me a birdhouse
That's an
To
option, too.
compare.
Yeah.
to Danny's birdhouse
Ooh,
that they're
now
going
it's gonna
to.
be a competition.
Yes. Please.
The real competition is how many birdhouses can Eric fit in his backyard.
Yes.
And that would be interesting.
A lot.
A whole neighborhood.
Just start putting them
We've
in
already
your
got an
neighbor's
apartment
yard
back
and-
there,
Yeah.
like a birdhouse apartment. So
All right. Jack has a question for us, and it's short,
a condo
sweet,
complex.
very simple. Jack wants to know, what is the biggest difference? Although they say biggest differences, but what is the biggest difference between 950 and 1,000 rated golfers? And you cannot say
Consistency?
50 rating points.
oh,
Oh man.
In terms of their game and abilities, 950 golfer to 1,000 rated golfers.
I would say consistency is number one.
It's the consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think a 950 golfer is capable of shooting a 1,000 rated round. They're capable of throwing 1030 rated shots. They also mix in 900 rated rounds and 900.
880.
Yeah, right. Yes, and so then, then that explains it.
And if you're 1,000 rated, you tend to not have as many of those 950 rated rounds. You
Right.
still have them probably, right? I mean, maybe not
I would say
950,
I would
but
say
maybe
a few here and there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think consistency, and I think honestly, in my opinion, it's confidence in and around the basket.
For sure. Yeah, and it's right. It's not like, oh, okay, one player a 950 rated player maxes out at 400 feet, and that 1,000 rated player is hitting 450 just about every time.
Right.
Sometimes, yeah, but what Eric said, it's like it really is that confidence one in the short game as well. Because I don't really, thinking back to when I was in that realm of 940 to 970 in my later amateur days, when I would play with a lot of 950 rated players. It's not like there were a whole lot of like excellent putters in that group. There were some good putters, some people who I thought like, yeah, man, this guy is a better putter than I am. But it wasn't like, holy crap, this guy can barely throw a drive off the tee. Good thing that he is the best putter I've ever seen. There wasn't really that.
Yeah.
Until you move up to pro, and then there's those players that are like really, really good on the putting green. And then so I think that's one of the biggest difference makers.
Consistency.
Consistency where it matters as well.
Well, right, yeah, you don't want to consistently yank everything to the right.
Right.
I consistently miss 20-foot
Yeah,
putts.
that's how you get to be me.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, so that is about all of the time that we have for episode
I was
19.
even looking.
There we go. All right, AJ and Eric we're still figuring out the whole no look fist bump.
I know,
but
it's not easy.
It's getting closer. We're getting there.
One day we're just going to go boom, and we're all just...
And then, yeah, that'll be the last show that we ever do.
Yep.
Whenever you guys nail it.
No, both of us.
Oh, all of us?
Yeah. All right, we got another week to go.
We were close, yeah.
We'll try next week.
Yep.
Yeah, we only get one shot per week.
Yep.
This is awful.
All right, be
That's
sure
like
to tune
Wordle.
in next week. Until then, we will be watching the WACO Annual Charity Open, which still spells out Waco, Texas, on the Disc Golf Network this weekend. Hopefully everyone has a good time doing that. Congratulations to my Skip Ace team for a 6-way tie. Going
dang.
in. Yeah,
Dang.
it's a pretty cool thing. I don't
Dang.
think it's quite happened in disc golf before, but
A
it's
6-way playoff.
yeah, it's coming. It's coming this week. YouTube chat, be sure to stick around for a minute and we can chit chat. But then we can't stay too long because we've got to go play the longest hole in the world.
Let's go.
Officially stamped. We will see you all next week. I am
don't know if I
so ready to throw really hard, be really tired, and still have to throw like 6 more really hard shots.
That's a 9. That's pretty good. You said 12, so.
Well, then I have to throw my approach.
And then you have to 3-putt.
I missed the putt. Right.
There's
and
your
then
13.
maybe an 11 or 12. Yeah.
But how is it different than any other round that you play?
That's true.
It's true.
Because I don't have to throw really hard 10 times in a row normally.
You do
At
if
the
you play
country
the
club,
country
I do.
club or the
Okay.
Supreme 18.
Supreme, I definitely do.
Just remove the putts from your mind.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my favorite way to play disc golf.
That's today.
Yeah.
You only got to putt once.
If I just get to throw, I'm so happy.
Yeah, you're right.
You're teeing off over and over and over.
It's true.
Right.
This is going to be a great mental exercise.
Yeah, we're
I'm
just,
just trying to remember the last time I've seen a sudden death playoff with more than 3 people, and I think the only one that comes to mind was
More than
2000
3?
Yeah,
Wow.
2007 AM Worlds after the semifinals. Paul Macbeth was one of 4 players in a playoff.
I remember. I was
for
there.
the 4th spot in the final night.
I was there. He lost to Greg Schwartz.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't even.
Wait, what
he
happened?
missed a like 20-footer on the last hole. Well, the last hole of the playoff, but Paul missed the 20-footer,
Wow.
which is the first time he's ever missed a 20-footer.
He probably should have just given up
The
right then
last
and
time.
there.
He
He
was
should've
like, I'm not doing
walked
that
off.
again. That sucks.
Greg Schwartz reminds him of that all the time. Hey, remember when I beat you?
There was a time at GBO, I think it was 2015. It was whenever
I believe
MPO played Jones
Mm.
East. I got a 3 on hole 1 Jones East, and Paul took a 5.
Oh, what?
Can you imagine losing to me by 2 strokes and calling yourself good at disc golf?
Too bad it wasn't a rain delay and just
I
canceled
know.
round.
Yeah,
and-
dude went OB on a hole that I just laid up, and he went
Oh,
out of
man.
bounds on that same hole. Unbelievable.
Man. Sick.
Come on, Rick.
Woo.
Oh, no.
Dang it.
I beat Kevin Jones at like a C tier that he was definitely not trying on and didn't know it was happening until like 11:30 the night before.
Oh yeah, just showed up. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll play. Yeah, whatever.
He just barely showed up in time. Was just like, oh, I just want to play the course. There's a tournament, might as well. Little did he know.
Yeah,
The Lindahl was
God,
coming.
dude.
This is going to be crazy.
2010 world champ.
I did do that.
That is a thing that Eric did.
I did do that. Paul was there. I played with Paul that week.
Oh,
Nice.
got him.
Like third round.
Lemon Lake. That was where Paul won his second.
I showed
I
him the
was
lines.
there for that one. You sure did. There you go.
Not really.
Is it a lemonade lake?
A lemonade, like, could you
I don't
imagine?
think so. There is a lemon on the stamp from that year.
Ooh,
There's probably a lemon on the stamp from.
Every
a
year.
lot of years.
I would hope so.
If they were smart.
Hmm.
My gosh, imagine if they put a lime and then made it black and white. Nobody would ever know.
Uh-huh.
Jokes on all those 2014 dumb guys over
Oh,
there got
man.
limes on their Lemon Lake
Idiots.
discs.
Lime Lake.
That doesn't quite have. It doesn't.
Doesn't have the quite
It doesn't
ring.
flow off the tongue nearly as well.
All right, so we are
Chris
playing
Klein.
OBs.
Yes. Yeah. Street OB, tall
Mhm.
grass OB, water OB, not in the park
Shelters.
OB.
Yeah.
Shelters OB.
The-
Shelters are OB.
Streets are OB where the cable is. The cable's the line. But if there's not a
Mm.
cable, then it's the road.
Ooh, that's on the tee shot,
Yeah.
Tee shot if you're taking.
no matter what. Because it's
Are
on
we
both
just gonna be
sides.
throwing like all drivers?
Pretty
This is gonna
much.
be interesting.
You don't
dude.
have to.
Like 9 of
This
them.
is gonna be
Mhm.
You could throw that agent.
I might.
Maybe not
An
that one.
age.
Yeah, not this one. This one's nice.
Nice.
So who's in the chat? Anybody in the
We
chat?
got
Ace Run
Ace
just
Run?
showed up.
Any-
What's up,
Ace Run?
Ace Run?
Ace Run in the chat.
I'm going to ace run this hole this afternoon.
You know what,
Yeah.
Eric? I'll do it as well.
Sick.
I'll give it
Yeah.
an ace run. I might
Perfect.
come up short, but I'm going to try
Yeah.
my hardest.
Eric, does DD plan to make Lucid X trespasses this year?
The plan is, yes, if we can get enough material.
Gotcha. Anthony's mom is in the chat.
Anthony's Maureen
What's
in the
up,
chat.
Maureen?
Hey, Mom. She's logged into my dad's account, though, so you could never tell.
Paul's in the chat.
Always ace run it. That's the story of my career right there.
That's right. You can't
Never
make
let-
it if you're short.
That's what we always do at the stadium events.
That's true.
Shorts OB.
Yeah.
You have to just
Speaking
ace
of
run
sta-
everything.
stadium
One of my,
events,
Hey.
Do we have, like, details we can say?
I don't know if we can, but it's official. We
The
signed the
date?
paperwork.
Oh,
Could we, like...
yeah. Then let's get to sharing details.
Let's
Then
do it right now. What do you guys
maybe
say?
say, like, a little something?
May 21st,
May 21st.
Kansas City,
That's right.
Arrowhead Stadium,
That's right.
disc golf experience,
We'll see you
presented
there.
by Dynamic Discs
And Patrick Mahomes.
and
not
Peter
sure.
Pan Pizza. Shoot,
Pyramid.
Pyramid Pizza at Peter Pan Park Preview.
Oh, man. It'll be fun. It's going to be great.
Sunday.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Saturday.
Yeah,
Saturday.
That's
Saturday.
a fun one.
I am very excited for that one.
Make sure you come out. If you're in the area, come out.
Yeah.
AJ.
Leaking confidential information.
Like,
This just in.
I'm sure we're gonna have like planned tickers eventually. This was mostly just to see like if it worked and how it looked and
It
stuff.
works. It
Yeah.
works.
It does.
Do you guys
Oh,
know the
yeah.
dates for
Oh, I've done that before, too.
2023 Pro Worlds? Somewhere between January 1st and December 31st
I don't even know where it is.
would
do
be
you?
my guess. I don't.
2023?
Yeah, I don't know if they
It,
somewhere.
it is.
Is it at Smugs?
Yes, it
Think
is
it
at
is? Is
Smugs.
that right?
It is. It is in Vermont.
Can we sponsor that, or can I go?
Vermont.
Anthony thinks he's smart.
I'd love to.
That was a bit of a smart aleck reply. Sorry.
It is at Smugs.
Yeah, we should go.
I would love to go. I haven't been there, but
I'm
I've
sure
heard
we'll
it's
go.
gorgeous.
You been there?
Live
I have.
from Kansas City.
Nice.
It is purtiful.
Oh yeah, AJ.
Pretty beautiful.
Purtiful.
Hey.
So remember when Mason and Val were here, and we were talking about that?
Vermont?
No, we were talking about Mason and Val coming, and you leaked that they were going to get engaged, and then they actually did end up getting engaged.
Oh, they got engaged?
I didn't leak that though. I
You
might
definitely
have-
leaked it.
You didn't leak it because you didn't know. You were just goofing around and said that they were getting engaged, and then like 2 weeks later they actually got engaged.
Oh, that was so funny.
I didn't-
Wow.
Oh, you did on the show.
Yeah,
That's right.
Oh.
AJ leaking more confidential information, even information that he didn't even know. He was just goofing around and saying
Wait.
stuff.
Wait, am I engaged too?
AJ's engaged. Oh yes.
This
so
is true, yeah.
May
I
21st.
I can't keep secrets that I do know either.
True. Like Kansas City,
My
Missouri, Arrowhead Stadium.
my
Disc golf
go-to way to
experience.
keep secrets is just to forget about them.
Oh,
I've
gosh.
developed a talent of like intentionally forgetting things, and it's very handy.
There you go. Or
Unfortunately, I'm so good I do it accidentally sometimes.
you could even take that another way and just say like, I can't keep secrets because I just don't listen. So if you're going to tell me something, I'm just going to tune you out, and I don't know what you said.
I'm the worst liar in the world. Though. Like if you just look at me, you know instantly.
Hey, AJ, Daniel wants you to leak the news of him winning the lottery.
Daniel, I'm just going to tell everybody right now, you picked numbers 4, 8, 13, 25. Right. The discussion boards online were saying 24, but no.
Nope, 25.
You picked 25 and 33.
Now it's going to be like that movie with Jim Carrey where everybody wins the lottery.
Smoking.
Isn't that Evan Almighty?
No. It was the one before that.
Bruce Almighty?
Yeah. That's the one.
Smoking.
That's the one.
Oh, I didn't realize that was the sequel.
Yeah. Evan was Steve Carell.
That's it. I got him backwards.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Sorry, Daniel.
Eric, would you play
Yes.
Black Hoof on the same weekend as the stadium event?
Sure. If it's open,
What does that mean? Black hoof?
it means nothing. Don't you worry about it.
It's like a
I
hoof,
saw
like,
that side eye.
like animals, like horses have hooves.
I think they got a good course out there.
It's a black
Yeah.
one of those.
They're about to.
Ooh.
I'm giving you some side eye. This is as side as my eye gets, Eric. I can barely see
You're a
you.
blurry.
You can't even hit it.
I look so cross-eyed. God. I'm giving Tony side eye and my dad side eye at the same time.
Ouch.
You're gonna give yourself a headache.
Too late.
Will we ever see lucid EMAC judges?
Yes. Very soon.
Hey, very soon.
Very soon.
Very, very.
Oh, like stock.
Very soon.
What about ICE Lucid X EMAC judges at Dynamic Discs Open?
You will not see
Again?
those at Dynamic
No.
Discs Open, not the X.
Hey, Danny, could we put on the ticker that Eric does not like people throwing EMAC judges, please?
Why would you
Breaking
put that?
news.
I never said that.
That's what you just said.
I did not say that.
Eric, have you been to Caliber?
Caliber?
That is from Top Shelf Disc Golf.
Caliber.
Top shelf disc golf's in the chat.
I don't think I've ever been to Caliber.
I don't know where that is. It sounds interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, let's take that down.
Okay.
What do you say?
Sounds good.
Eric actually loves it when people throw
Yes.
EMAC judges.
100%.
Breaking news.
I'm going to
It's in-
throw one today.
Caliber is in Idaho.
At least one.
What if you throw it in?
That's one.
But with
That's
something
not
else?
happening. That's
I
definitely
make a
not
point
happening.
of it to just not throw
That's
near
definitely
baskets if
not
it's
happening.
not my disc.
Especially to the long pin. Like it's really hard to throw one in on that long pin.
Yeah.
From a distance that wouldn't be an EMAC judge.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying to I'm trying to think of a
Right.
place where you could be. And it would have to be if you were going through the gap on hole 1 Supreme
Mm-hmm.
on like a weird massive turnover from like short of the gap. Like
I have a
200 feet.
feeling I'm going to have to throw up over the top of the trees.
Yeah.
All right, so are we playing with any Mandos or anything, or is it
No.
literally just keep it in
No.
the
Yeah,
park?
if there's a
Send it.
Mando on the course, you got to use that Mando. So that's really just hole
So-
1 on Jones East,
Hole 1 Jones East and hole 10 Jones West.
which won't come into play.
Which you're
Shouldn't.
not
Yeah,
going
what
to go
about-
left of that.
What about, wait, you said 10 Jones West?
Right when you walk back across the street, that little like Hyzer flip.
Little turnover. There's
They-
the Mando sign's gone now because it fell.
Mm.
But we didn't put it back up because we knew the course was being.
Yoink. I think those are
Jinx.
the only two
Jinx.
in the entire park.
What about 11 East? Billy Engel.
Oh yeah, there is a Mando on that
Hole.
one. You're right.
Uh-oh.
There is, but it also will not come into play.
That
You didn't say
shouldn't.
anything about the Mando.
I don't think it'll come into play. Maybe
Breaking news.
you did
didn't
talk
say
about
anything
going
about
that
that
way.
Mando.
Didn't you talk about going that way?
Yeah.
See, I feel like you'd almost want to play
Will you put that mat back up?
4 shots to 12's basket is one of my checkpoints.
See,
Four
that one goes. Ooh,
Not anymore though.
Oh, so you're trying to go
that one missed the Mando.
to 12. I would think you would want to play on that hill and then like bomb it down 15 East's fairway or 13 East fairway because then you've got that elevation.
Isn't that what I said that I'm doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you said you're going to
Yeah.
go like by 7 East. If he's talking about 12 East, I would think you would want to come just short of that pond by 11's basket so you have that elevation.
Yep.
And
That's a good point. I
Awkward
guess-
lie though, maybe.
Yeah.
Awkward lie, and really I was just thinking about that shelter.
Hey, let's get off here and go find out.
Like
All
I
right.
don't need it.
Yeah, let's do
Like,
that. Let's
I like
get
that.
out of here.
All right. Thanks for hanging out, guys.
I really like this ticker, Danny. I really like it.
Thank you.
More like, man.
I'm probably going to get in trouble for about half of them that I put up, but for right now, it's funny. All right.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We will catch you next week, 2:30 p.m. Central Time.